And with that, the first drive of the event is away. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here. And this putt to save par. And starting today's round off at even par. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. Going with the 9-iron here. And I think he's overshot the green here, ladies and gentlemen. This one's about 3 feet away. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And next up, we have a par 5 hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. I think he'll like that. And this putt's for birdie. And this one's for par. Ooh, it looked close. It just didn't go. And this putt is for bogey. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And teeing off on this next hole, the wind could come into play. Let's find out. He's probably not that happy about that one. I think this one might be in the rough. "21 feet to the cup from here." Oh my, and that was just fun to watch. And as we look at the scoreboard, our leader is currently having a round of 9 under par. Oh, and he's going through the branches here. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. Well, I realized that was a tough spot to hit out of, but this one's still in the rough. Okay, from 30 feet out. And this putt is for the double bogey. And now we're going to take a look at the leaderboard. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. And next up is the par 5. And fantastic distance on this drive. And the forecast calling for sand here, folks. Setting up for a 40-foot putt. And they're about 3 feet away here. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. And I think he will be pleased with that. And from 135 away. That looks like it's going long. And I think he will like that. And this one's for birdie. Ooh. That was very close. And for the par. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And the 8th hole is next. And I think he's going to like that. And about 12 feet from the cup. Ooh, just missing here. All right, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. And as we look at the board, our leader is currently sitting at 12 under par. Looks like a 7-iron. And that approach has found the green, but there will be a lot of work to do to sink the next putt. This putt's about 3 feet away. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. And it looks like he's going through the branches here on this one. And he's probably not too pleased with himself after that one. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this putt is for birdie. And a nice putt. And after that one, +2 for the day. And moving on to the 11th hole. I think he'll be happy with that. I think this is going towards the rough here, folks. And this to save the par. And a nice putt. And our leader currently at 14 under for the day. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. And this is a 4-iron. Poor luck on that approach shot. Just too much club. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. And after that one, 2 over for the day. And now the 13th hole. And a promising looking shot here. I think you'll like that. This putt's right around a 9-footer. And that'll drop for birdie. And the leader at the top of our board is currently sitting at 14 under. And I doubt he's very happy about that shot. Let's see how this next shot goes. Out of the rough. Yeah, I think you'll like that. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, almost. And after that one, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And he's got to be happy with that. All right, 27 feet to the cup. Okay, and let's have a look at the leaderboard. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now setting up on the 16th tee. He's got to be pleased with that. And about 105 yards to the pin from here. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And that hole will bring him down to even par. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. And here's an 8-iron. And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. I think the wind got the best of that. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And he's probably not happy with that. I think he'll like that. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC network. Second round action is about to begin, and we are ready to roll. Let's go. From 145 yards out. And that 8-iron is proving to be a bit too much on this one. And about 5 feet from the cup. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And starting the round off with a par. And now let's move to the second hole. Looks like this is going a bit long. Okay, he is now on the green. It's about 6 feet to go here. For the bird. And as we look at the scoreboard, our current leader sitting at 22 under par. From 245 yards to the pin. Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. This putt's for birdie. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now the 4th hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And this might be a bit too much club. And as it turns out, that one's gonna play nicely. And that one drops for the birdie. And after that one, 3 under for the day. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us. And I can't see him being too pleased about that. And that shot is back into the fairway, and that green is definitely in play. And this putt is essential for saving par. And that one will drop. And our current leader sitting at 22 under par. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. And this is looking fairway bound. And about 180 yards to the pin. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And that's a pretty inspiring shot just there, hitting this par 5 green in 2 definite eagle possibilities. And this one's about 6 feet away. And that one will go for birdie. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. About 100 yards to the pin from here. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. This is looking quite good. And that putt will drop for birdie. And after that one, 5 under par for the day. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. Five feet to go here. And that one will drop for birdie. And the golfer in the top spot today, sitting at 24 under par. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. And for the par. And a decent little putt there. And sitting at 6 under for the day after that hole. Okay, and the 10th hole. And he can't be very pleased with himself after that. 25 feet from the cup. Ooh, and that was very close. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that putt's going to drop for par. The current leader is leading with a score of 25 under. Well, so far so good for this one. And he will like that. Nothing wrong with that. And this putt is for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. Okay, moving on to the 12th. And here's the 6 iron. Now it's an unfortunate approach shot. And I'm pretty sure the wind was the culprit there. And to save par. Oh, that was so close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And 6 under par on the day after that hole. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. And he can't be too happy with that shot. And this lie is currently in the rough. And he'll be happy with that. And this is for birdie. Nice little putt. Currently sitting at 7 under par for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. He appears to be heading for the fairway here. 135 yards to the pin. And with that, he's on the green. And about 10 feet to go here. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And this course is treating him well. I'm seeing quite a few birdies on the card. And I think he's going to like that. And about a deuce and a half away here. Very well played, and hitting this par 5 and 2 is going to set up some nice eagle opportunities here. And the putt drops for eagle. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And I'm going to guess he's not that happy about that shot. And just missing. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one's going to go for par. And 9 under is the score after that hole. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Going with the 8-iron. This one's looking good, folks. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And for the par. And after that one, 9 under is the score. And setting up for this next tee off, wind could be an issue here. Let's see. And pretty sure he's going to like that. And I think he'll like that. And about 22 feet to the cup from here. Ooh. And tapping in to end the round with a par. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I can't wait to get things started as we are just about to kick off our coverage of this event here on the TGC network. And let me tell you something, I'm fired up. This is the final round of this event, and this is what everything comes down to. Let's get down to that first tee and see how this one plays out. And about 100 yards to the pin from here. And I think he will like that. And from 25 feet. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. Oh my goodness. And this putt is for bogey. And starting the day at 1 over par. And teeing off on this par 3. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And this for the birdie. And the putt will drop. And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. And now let's move to the third hole. And I doubt he'll be too pleased with that. And it definitely looks like this lie is going to be better than the last one. And this is about a 105-yard shot to the pin. I think this might be a bit long. I think he's going to like that. This is looking like 17 feet from here. For the birdie. And one under for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And he's probably not too happy about that. And this putt is needed to save par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. And now setting up for the par 4. And this shot he's taken through the branches. And he's probably not too happy about that one. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. And finishing this one with a good putt. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. From here, about 195 yards to the pin. I think that's the 4 iron. Yeah, that's not very good as far as approach shots go. Just not enough club on that one. And this for the birdie. And a nice putt there. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. Well, you'll probably like that. From 140 yards out. Here is the pitching wedge. This one's about 6 feet away. And that one goes in for the bird. And 3 under for the day after that one. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this putt's for birdie. And that one will drop. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. Okay, and on to the 9th. And going with the 6-iron. And he's probably going to like that. And about 14 feet away here. And that one goes for birdie. And after that one, currently sitting at 5 under for the day. And he's probably not happy about that shot. And this one's for birdie. And that one's right in the cup. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. And he's going to like that. And setting up for the par 5 hole. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And about 245 yards to the pin. And I think this is looking a bit long. Very well played golf shot. Hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. Ooh, inches away. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. Ooh, and it just misses. And this one's for par. And that one will drop. And they're 6 under on the day after that hole. And moving along now on the 12th hole. It looks like a 7-iron. And not the intended result, I'm sure, on that approach shot. Too much club. And to save par. And after that one, they're 6 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. This one's a toss-up. Let's see where this one will land. Now let's see what happens here out of the rough. Well, I think this is heading to the rough. And this is about a 4-footer. And that one will drop for par. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. This one's looking pretty good so far. And my apologies, that actually ended up in the rough. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this putt is for birdie. And they are sitting at 7 under par for the event. And now teeing off on the par 5. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. From 240 yards away. That looks like the hybrid. Well, this is a close one. It could end up in the fairway. And missing the approach on that one. Too much club on that, I think. And I think he will be happy with that. And about 4 feet from the cup. For the birdie. And there are quite a few birdies on the scorecard today. That's saying something. And next up is a par 4, folks. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. But in actual fact, it ended up in the rough. And this one's for birdie. And that one will drop. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And let's see what the 17th has in store. Going with the 8-iron here. His shot may be a bit long, folks. I think that one will play on the green now. And about 19 feet to go here. And from that length, that is a feat to accomplish. And moving on to the 18th hole. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And this next putt for a 61 on their final round. Oh my gracious, that was close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and we are about to play some golf here on the TGC network. And the first round is ready to kick off. We have our first golfer on the tee. Let's get down and see what happens. And nothing wrong with that shot. And about 175 yards away here. And here's an 8-iron. And heading for the green. And apologies to the folks at home. That actually ended up in the rough. And this putt is for birdie. Solid putt. And after the first hole, starting the round at 1 under par. Well, I'm not sure exactly where this will end up, but it could be bad. And about 215 to the pin. I think that's the hybrid. And he's in the short stuff now. And this one's about 8 feet. Oh my goodness, that was close. And tapping in for par. And our leader today is currently at 8 under par. And now teeing off on this par 4. You know, this one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. I think you'll like that. This putt's for birdie. Five feet to go here. And that one will drop for par. And as we look at the board, our leader is currently sitting at 9 under. And here's a hybrid shot. Well, that approach shot's not going to be on anyone's highlight reel, I don't think. And the wind is the culprit, no doubt. And this is to save par. And that putt drops. And currently the score to beat is 10 under par. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. And about 160 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the rough. And nothing to write home about on that approach shot. This one's about a 7-footer. And a decent putt. And the score to beat today, 10 under. And now setting up on this par 3. I think this might be a bit long. Missing the approach on that one. A bit too much club on that one. Ooh, and that was very, very close. This puts about 3 feet away. And after that hole, that's going to put him up to even par. And the wind could be an issue on this next hole. We're going to have to see how this tee shot goes. And something seemed off with his swing on that. Yeah, I think you'll like that. It's about a 10-footer from here. For the birdie. And our leader today currently sitting at 9 under par. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. And I don't think this is going to end well, folks. And I think he will like that. And this putt's for birdie. And right into the cup. And as we look at the scoreboard, our leader is currently having a round of 9 under par. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And from 155 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here. I think you'll like that. From 19 feet. And this for the par. And that putt will drop. And currently our leader's sitting on top of things here with a round of 10 under. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a joy to watch. Hitting the green here on this par 4 from the tee. Oh, and it just didn't drop. And this putt's for birdie. Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. As we look at the scoreboard, our leader is sitting on top of things with a round of 10 under. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. I think you'll like that. Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. For the bird. And currently the score to beat is 10 under par. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. From here, 190 yards to the pin. Going with the 4-iron here. And he's got to be happy with that. And this is for birdie. Oh, I thought that was going to go. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4. I can't see him being too happy about that one. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. And that putt drops on in for par. And the score to beat today, 10 under. And setting up now on the 14th hole. And that looks like a 5-iron. He's got to be pleased with that. 29 feet away. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in. And this putt is for par. And a good putt. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And this shot's looking promising. And about 215 yards away. It looks like the hybrid is on display here. And I think he's going to like that. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And about 8 feet to the cup from here. And that one drops for par. And he's going to move down in the standings after that hole. And setting up on the 16th tee. And not the best approach shot we've seen today. And this to save par. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And currently our leader's sitting on top of things here with a round of 10 under. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 245 yards out. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. Ooh, and just inches away. This one's right around 8 feet. And that'll drop for birdie. And after that one, 5 under for the day. And as he tees off here on the final hole, he's 5 strokes off the lead. Not sure what's going to happen here. And that means he's also tied for 11th spot on the leaderboard. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And 180 yards out. And here's an 8-iron. Well, not a good approach shot there. Just didn't have enough club. And this putt to save par. Just missing here. And about 8 feet to the cup. Oh, that was very close. And this one for the double. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC network. And let's see how he does today. Last round, very good. We're going to hopefully see some of the same today. Well, looks like this might be heading for some trouble. And that shot has ended up in the rough again. I would definitely take this lie over the last one, though. Looking like 9 feet to the cup. And that putt will drop for birdie. And starting the round off with a birdie is not a bad plan. And about 185 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this one's a 9-footer. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And our leader currently sitting at 16 under today. And now setting up for the par 4 tee-off. And this is looking fairway bound. And 110 yards or so to the pin. From 18 feet away. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. And for the par. And a nice putt. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And now setting up on this par 3. Going with the hybrid here. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. That's kind of out of character. He's been pretty good at hitting those greens today. And they're about 3 feet away here. And the par putt will drop. And as we check the scores, our leader currently sitting at 16 under. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. This one's still in the rough, but the lie is better than the previous one. This one's about 6 feet away. And that par putt will drop. And unfortunately, he's going to move down in the standings after that one.